Hi everyone and welcome to Salmond. My name is Sarah and today I'm showing you part 1 in a 3-part Trash to Treasure series, taking some old cookie tins and making them into 3 great projects. Today is making a 2-tier tray from 2 of the lids. If you like what you see here, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button below. If you know anyone that would like this video or my channel, please share this link because every view and every subscriber helps enable me to keep creating videos for you. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I share all my latest projects, as well as some of the things we have going on in our life and in our home. I have also started a Facebook group for anyone out there who enjoys crafting and would like to share their projects with others. You can find the links for both in my description below. I was going through some stuff in our garage today and I ran across these 3 tin canisters, and I decided I was going to come up with some craft projects that utilized the entire tin one way or the other. So I did a little bit of thinking about it and I think you're going to like what I came up with. So for the first project, I'm using just 2 of the lids and a couple Dollar Tree items, which is this milk bottle and this candle holder. And what I'm going to be doing first is taking everything out to the garage, and I'm just going to be spray painting it all silver, and I'll be back just as soon as everything's dry. Now that I have everything all painted with the silver spray paint, I'm going to go back over everything and do a little bit of faux painting on it using a natural sea sponge here. And the reason I'm going to do this is I want it to have a look of galvanized metal, and right now we're looking pretty shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and age it a little bit and make it look a little bit more like galvanized. Alright, and to do that I am using, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this crystal acrylic paint that I'm using in the other half of the project. And I am also using some metallic silver. And I have here, it's called Gray Fox, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now that everything's dry, I'm going to take it down and spray it with some clear matte sealer just to protect the paint. I don't want it getting all scratched up. Now that we have everything painted and dried and sealed, we're going to go ahead and start assembling our tiered tray. The first thing that I am going to do is flip this tier over, and this will be actually the bottom of the tray, and this piece here is going to be the base. Now, I want to be sure I get this in the center, so a quick tip and trick to do that is I've already taken this piece of twine, and you can use yarn, anything, that's the same length as the metal. So what I'm going to do is simply fold this in half, and when I lay these two halves out, right about there is our center. And I am simply going to mark and then make sure going around that I am still at that center point. Okay, and everything looks pretty good. And then I want to be sure I have this about exactly at that point. So just going to scrape a little hole off of there so I can actually see. Go ahead and mark that with a color. There we go. I don't know if you can see, I just marked it a little bit with the red. I'm going to lay this over the red so that I can see where the center. And then I'm simply going to mark around. There we go. Because I'm not real good at centering things. Next, I'm going to take my hot glue gun. Oops. Actually, first, I'm going to take my E6000. And I am going to place some E6000 around in that center circle. Then using the E6000, or I'm sorry, the hot glue gun, I'm also going to apply some hot glue to my base piece here. And again, I'm going to push everything down and together. And what this does is the hot glue will hold these two pieces in place while the E6000 actually sets up for a permanent adhesion. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to do the same thing in the center here so I can get this centered where I want it. Alright, now using the same string trick with this bottom layer, or this top layer, I'm again on the bottom of my tray going to mark out the center point. I'm just going to take this, fold it in half. Oops. Be sure you get that in half. There it is. Okay, now this one's going to be a little bit trickier because I'm not going to be able to see through this top layer. I'm going to take it, I'm going to draw a line, just kind of X marks the spot type thing, to kind of mark the center point. So I had a good idea just to eyeball it. And if you're good at doing this type of thing, you won't have a problem with it. I, of course, am not so good at this all the time. So take my E6000. There we go. And I'm just also going to go in and add a little bit of hot glue. And then I'm going to flip this upside down so I have the weight on the newest glue. Alright, now I'm just going to let this set and give the glue a chance to dry. Alright, so here's the finished two-tiered tray that I used making the lids to those tins and that glass milk jug. I'm using it in obviously our bar area over here, and I have some of our wine stoppers, wine bottle openers, some rocks glasses, couple pumpkins that I made out of wine corks, so I thought those were appropriate, a couple shot glasses, and a candle. So I know a lot of people do coffee bars. We have our little bar area here in our family room, so this is where I opted to put it. I think it turned out really nice, and that is it. Tune in tomorrow to find out what I did with the bottoms of those tins, and I will see you then. Bye-bye. If you liked this video, please be sure to hit that like button as well as share it with friends who may also enjoy it. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button, and when the notification bell pops up, be sure you hit that as well so you never miss a video. And, as always, have a great day and stay crafty.